Scorpio, the amorous nature. You and Scorpio woman faint hearts never won a Scorpio female. It takes a man who knows exactly what he wants to hold his ground against a woman born under this sign. Scorpio woman is very emotional, very affectionate, and very demanding. She is not interested in a light flirtation or a bed for the night. Neither does she believe in sharing. Any man who thinks it isn't necessary to sign a treaty just because he's having an affair with a woman would do well to avoid getting involved with a Scorpio female. She believes in treaties with irrevocable clauses and lots of fine print spelling out just what you can't do. How does she get away with being so possessive and jealous? Because she is a marvelous, fascinating, irresistible woman, exciting in the bedroom, entertaining in the living room. She carries with her an enticing air of mystery. She can drive a man to the brink of despair and with a gesture summon him back to the heights of happiness. There is no in-between with this explosive female. With any other woman of the zodiac, you can work out some sort of compromise about who has rights and who has suffered wrongs. Not with her. You have to knuckle under and make the best of your bargain, or settle for living in the middle of a permanent earthquake. Love is very important to her, and she can turn on enough magnetism to attract any man. If a man is really special, she is willing to play the role of aggressor. Her dynamo starts to whir as soon as her remarkable intuitions tell her that this man is someone she'll be happy with. Her intuitions are rarely wrong. She is gifted with the ability to penetrate into hidden secrets of human nature. She can also see into a man's sex fantasies, and with her imaginative techniques keep him hooked. Scorpio is a water sign, and like all the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, this woman is very susceptible to the feelings of others. Her most intense desire is for a close, committed union. In a relationship she cannot bear coldness or casualness or a feeling that she is being shunted aside. When she is in love she is at her most vulnerable, for then a lover can hurt her without even knowing it. Another woman might forgive and forget, but when Scorpio woman is hurt she will always strike back. If necessary, she will destroy. However, despite what you've heard about Scorpio's willful, passionate nature, she is a faithful mate to the man she chooses for her own. Hers is a fixed sign, and she possesses an enduring capacity for loyalty. A man could not have a fiercer ally. If Scorpio woman loves you, she will defend and protect you with her dying breath. What she demands is constancy, what she offers is fidelity. She is possessive, but most men with a Scorpio woman in their lives will tell you they want nothing more than to be possessed by her. You and Scorpio man women sense in him a magnetic life force, and sexuality is only one part of this magnetism. He projects an aura of mystery and power, of a disturbing, unpredictable, thoroughly masculine presence. One reason Scorpio has such a bad press is that the flaws in his character show up more in his love life than in any other area. Nothing brings out the extremes to which his nature is subject as much as sex. He has so much energy and passion you'll have no trouble seducing him, if that's all you want. What is harder is to form a relationship with him. This is not because he doesn't want a relationship, for it is, in fact, exactly what he does want. He is an intensely sensitive man who can be easily hurt and who often feels lonely and unfulfilled. The problem is that jealousies and unexpressed angers are very difficult to live with. He has the most indefensible defenses in the zodiac. And the one thing he will never let you see is his vulnerable side. He will never allow a woman to dominate him. If he chooses, he can keep a woman dangling on his string as long as he wants her. When he cuts her loose, no matter how ruthless the parting may be, he'll be surprised if she shows any rancor. He's the only one who has a right to be vindictive. In matters of love he always knows the cost of what he wants to the last decimal point. If the cost is too high, emotionally, financially, or otherwise, he won't haggle. He'll simply walk away. The Scorpio man is secretive and hard to fathom, although he often appears likable, affable, and easygoing. What you see on the surface is what he wants you to see. But even when he's being most amiable, and he can be, there's a simmering danger to this man. He is aware of how attractive he is to women and makes the most of it. In his approach to lovemaking, he plans his moves carefully, not wasting time but never appearing to be in haste. He is direct and forceful, and there aren't too many women around who can avoid responding to his uncomplicated physical passion. He brings out the full sensual potential in any woman with whom he's having an intimate relationship. One of the things that makes him really unique as a lover is that he truly understands a woman's needs and, if he is not threatened, will try to meet them. This vigorous, virile male can be a lot to handle, but Scorpio man makes a woman feel like she's the best female she can be. How to attract Scorpio? Scorpios are noted for their unpredictability, but here are a few general rules that may serve as a guide. Listen to a Scorpio carefully with full attention. There's no way of faking it. Scorpios always know when you're pretending, and that will be the end before there's even a beginning. Remember an overriding Scorpio trait: curiosity. Never tell a Scorpio that something happened without including the how or why. If you leave that out, you'll be classified as either dull or superficial. Neither type gets far with persons born under this sign. They enjoy most forms of recreation, particularly water sports. If you're the type who likes a day at the beach or to be out on a fishing boat or to take a water skiing lesson, you and Scorpio will have that much in common. Scorpios also enjoy parties, social affairs, charity bazaars, and places where they can associate with successful people. If you get into an argument, and you shouldn't with anyone born under this sign, please remember to be respectful. Scorpios are proud, serious, and don't believe that any of their opinions should be trifled with, even good-humoredly. Scorpio's amorous combinations: Scorpio and Aries. The initial attraction is strong. Sexually, Aries is more imaginative and more willing to experiment, but Scorpio's smoldering desires prove a fair match. Trouble looms in other areas, though. Both are selfish and both want to make the decisions. There is a basic clash of wills because Aries wants to dominate and Scorpio wants to control. Scorpio's secretive and brooding nature frustrates open, impulsive Aries. Aries is freedom-loving, outgoing, and flirtatious, and this enrages possessive, jealous Scorpio. Temperamental differences undermine the sexual rapport. Scorpio and Taurus. Taurus has the stamina and the desire to satisfy Scorpio in the bedroom. But what will this passionate pair do with the other 23.5 hours in the day? Both are very jealous and stubborn. The difference between these two is that Taurus wants to own a lover, like a valuable object, and Scorpio tries to possess in an emotional sense. Though they share an affinity for finances, Scorpio is thrifty and spurns laziness, whereas Taurus likes to spend on creature comforts. Scorpio is willful, Taurus is obstinate, and both want to be the captain of what may turn out to be a sinking ship. Scorpio and Gemini. Scorpio is drawn to Gemini's vivacity, and Scorpio's complex personality fascinates curious Gemini. For a time Gemini is also intrigued by Scorpio's unceasing sexual demands. But Gemini is too changeable and inconstant for intense Scorpio, who needs and demands total commitment. Restless Gemini has a strong penchant for independence, while Scorpio wants to dominate and possess. Scorpio is basically a loner. Gemini likes to glitter in social settings. They'll have some lively frolics, but all too soon the fun palls, and Gemini starts looking for an exit. Scorpio and Cancer. This can be a rewarding combination. Cancer is the passive partner, but there's plenty of combustible material to catch fire from Scorpio's abundant passions. The heat in the bedroom will help cool off disputes that can arise between two jealous people. Scorpio offers strength and protectiveness, which is just what clinging, insecure Cancer is looking for. In turn, Cancer is affectionate, generous, loving, and devoted, all that Scorpio wants. These two get along together like bread and jam. Scorpio and Leo. Scorpio won't flatter Leo's ego or accept Leo's dominance. Scorpio seeks to plumb the erotic psyche of a lover, whereas Leo looks for a grand romance. Passions and tempers are equally strong on both sides. Fiery Leo is extravagant and likes to live on a majestic scale, but Scorpio disapproves of conspicuousness and waste. There's a great deal of physical attraction between them, but both are on a very short fuse. Scorpio's jealousy will probably provide the spark, and when the explosion comes, the sky's the limit. Scorpio and Virgo restrain. Virgo has trouble keeping up with highly demonstrative Scorpio and doesn't understand what all the fuss and bother is about. But there's a marvelous meeting of minds and a fine mixing of personalities. Both are devoted to family and to financial security. Neither is flighty or superficial. The deep feelings that each harbors lead to a strong commitment and loyalty. They have so much in common that maybe Scorpio won't mind that Virgo's passions are more intellectual than physical. Scorpio and Libra. Scorpio's unpredictable nature immediately intrigues Libra, who enjoys collecting interesting people. Scorpio satisfies Libra's need for affection, and then some, and Scorpio's jealousy will flatter Libra. But Libra is an inconstant flirt, and Scorpio is supersensitive and touchy. Intense Scorpio takes love and commitment seriously. Libra wants a partner to enhance its own image. Libra's on-again off-again attitude toward love will frustrate and upset Scorpio. This mating isn't likely to lead to anything permanent. Scorpio and Scorpio, plenty of sexual attraction here, but the emotional temperature can't keep rising forever. These two people who are so much alike understand each other very little. They are highly jealous and demanding. They are so intense that every little storm quickly becomes a hurricane. Both are sulky, brooding, possessive. Both are in a continual struggle to force the other to relinquish control. Something has got to give, and when it does it's likely to spell the end. Scorpio and Sagittarius. Scorpio is tantalized by Sagittarius's freewheeling, uninhibited style. Scorpio will dominate but can't keep restless, flighty Sagittarius submissive for long. Sagittarius thinks the accent should be on fun and new adventure. Scorpio wants security and constant loving. Sagittarius is open, talkative, and casual about relationships. Scorpio is reticent, secretive, and very jealous in love. Scorpio wants Sagittarius at home. Sagittarius wants to roam. An affair without a future. Scorpio and Capricorn. All of Scorpio's powerful passions find a welcome here. Scorpio's volatile emotions tend to open up brooding, inner-directed Capricorn, and the zesty goings-on add savor to a warm emotional relationship. Capricorn even likes Scorpio's jealousy, for this makes Capricorn feel secure. These two share a sense of purpose. They are ambitious, determined, and serious about responsibility, and as a team have good auguries for financial success. They should have clear sailing. Scorpio and Aquarius. Scorpio makes heavy emotional demands, but to Aquarius even a love affair is simply another way to broaden its horizons. Scorpio can't tolerate Aquarius's independence within a relationship or understand Aquarius's casual air toward love. Aquarius is altogether too impersonal and has too many outside interests to suit possessive, jealous Scorpio. Scorpio will try to dominate and will be upset by Aquarius's unpredictable moods and love for freedom. Scorpio wants to stay at home, Aquarius wants to be free to go. And so on, to the finish. Scorpio and Pisces. Scorpio's strength is a perfect bulwark for Pisces's indecisiveness. In turn, Pisces's imagination sparks Scorpio's creativity. Pisces is able to give Scorpio the devotion and admiration it craves, and their mutual fascination with lovemaking provides a fine romantic aura. Pisces's flair for the bizarre adds spice to Scorpio's desires, and the intense emotional needs of both signs neatly complement each other. Pisces's intuitive awareness and Scorpio's depth of feeling unite in a special closeness. This kind of mating lasts